how's it going? It is me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark, and here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do sold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do all that good stuff, and I do post at least twice a week, so if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So in today's video, I have yet another ThredUP box to unbox. I honestly wasn't looking for this box when I happened upon it, and it is the DIY designer box. I haven't really been too interested in this box since they raised the price. I think it used to be $90 for 7 items, which I thought was super reasonable, but now it's $120 for 7 items. And I mentioned this in my fun box videos, but when you raise the price, especially that much, you should either be raising the quality of the items or raising the quantity, or at least keep the same high quality. I noticed with the fun box, they've just been duds across the board for the most part when I see people unboxing them, but I have recently seen a bunch of people get really good DIY designer box, so we shall see. I am nervous. These boxes are $120 on ThredUP's website. They're super hard to come by. Again, I just randomly went on there and they were listed, and I thought by the time I checked out they'd be sold out, but they weren't. I probably could have got more than one, but I did not want to spend that much money. But yeah, they're $120 with free shipping. I had a $10 credit that ThredUP just was like, here's $10, buy whatever you want. And I was like, okay. Don't know why, for literally no reason. So that came off of this box, so it was $110, and I'm in Portland, Oregon. We don't have sales tax, so it wasn't taxed. So $110 for 7 designer items, and it has been a long time since I've gotten this box. I think I've gotten it 3 times at least in the past. Some have been really good. My last one, I believe, I was missing an item, and I had a super hard time with customer service. They were giving me a hard time specifically. I was just like, hey, I'm missing an item. I don't have 7 items. And they're like, here's a photo of what we sent you. You had 7 items. The item I was missing was a necklace, and I did go through everything because obviously it's a small piece, and I did not have it. I also unboxed it on video, so yeah, I didn't have it. It obviously fell out because it was a small piece of jewelry. And I was like, I don't know why you're telling me I'm a liar. As you can see, like, go on to my account. I buy these all the time and I've never had a problem. I've never missed an item before or had an item missing. And so they gave me a hard time about that. And they also gave me a hard time because I complained that there was a Coach item, which is not designer, in my box. And the reason that bothered me is because we know there's a Coach box. Not only that, I get Coach in every box. I've gotten it in my fun box. I've gotten it in my normal handbag box that I got a long time ago, my name brand handbag box that I also got a long time ago. They just have more Coach than they know what to do with, and it does not belong in the designer box, especially a small, dirty Coach wallet. At least give me a nice leather purse and I'd be less upset. And then another piece was also not designer. It was Rachel Roy, and that actually wasn't even on their designer list that ThredUP has. And they just fought me all the time about that, to the point where I was like, hey, just let me talk to somebody else because you're not answering my questions. Like, should we expect to get items that are not designer in these boxes? Like, you're not answering my questions. And obviously it's not their fault, but they weren't helping me, you know? That's their job. I work in customer service, and I've worked in customer service for far longer than I even want to. And getting answers is always my priority for people, because I know and they know that it's not my fault, but it is my job to answer their questions honestly and truthfully and to the best of my extent. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Finally gonna unbox this. This was 8 pounds, and it did come from Phoenix, Arizona, which I think I've definitely gotten good stuff from there in the past. I always say that. I was fingers crossed hoping this would come from Pennsylvania. It didn't. Phoenix is the closest warehouse to me, and I do get their packages really fast, which is nice. But from personal experience and all the unboxings I've seen recently, it does seem like their quality is the poorest as far as these ThredUP boxes go. They don't really care about giving you like dirty or ruined pieces, and that's just not great, especially when it just seems like you'll get really good stuff for the same price if it just shipped from a different warehouse, which is kind of disappointing, especially because we have no control over that. But anyway, I'm gonna get into it. It is pretty heavy. I think I said, but it's like 8 or 9 pounds. It feels heavier than that, but it's a very small box. I'm not gonna look, besides right now, because we have the receipt. That is always funny because they'll just put like, oh, it was $120, but they never include shipping or tax or a discount or any of that. So it's not even like a helpful receipt by any means. All right, and we got the tissue paper. I'm not gonna look. Maybe I have to look, I'll just glance. Okay, I'm gonna start with a pair of shoes. I always like the clothes. I know people don't love when they get clothes in these boxes. I do, I mean, obviously I sell clothes more than I sell shoes or handbags, but I do love to get those pieces too. But I'm not disappointed by the clothes by any means. Okay, so the first pair of shoes we got, but these are actually a really cute pair of leather metallic silver loafers. My face was just because I was reading the brand. And to my, I mean, I'll tell you the brand in a second, but let's just talk about the shoes first. They do seem to be in really good condition. I can feel that the toe bed is kind of coming up in them, but they are size 11 and they are actually leather. But honestly, besides the bottom and that inner like toe bed wear, that is really not even that big of a deal. They're in really good condition and they are cute. The brand is Mark Fisher. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It's totally worn off here, but I mean, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I've never sold Mark Fisher. I wouldn't call that designer. I don't know. I could be eating my words right now and I hope I am, but you guys totally let me know. Because I know people have talked about it in the past, picking it up, but I haven't heard anyone recently being excited to find it and sell it. I could be getting it confused with another brand, but there's a little bit of wear there, but oh, and a little bit of wear on the toes. The hard part with leather that is metallic or not black or brown or like a dark red is that I don't have the leather polish to clean it. I'm hoping this is just dirt and not the paint chipping off. Because if it's just dirt, I could probably wipe it off. But I mean, here, there's a little bit of tear to the leather, which is obvious. But honestly, even with that wear, that's not terrible at all because it's not very noticeable. I can't imagine these are gonna go for very much. Again, I don't know about this brand. I'm sure these are probably expensive to begin with, but that is the problem I came across in the last box that I was talking about, is that just because something's expensive like Rachel Roy or Coach, it doesn't equate to being designer. But we shall see. I don't know. Again, hopefully I'm eating my words.
So I'm definitely still on the fence about this brand and you guys will have to let me know. But from my research, I really don't think that Mark Fisher is designer. And like I was just talking about, there's definitely a difference between premium brands and designer brands. But the other problem with this pair of shoes specifically was that it was Mark Fisher Ltd, which is a lower line of Mark Fisher anyway. So they did end up selling for $20, but I reached out to ThredUP with this issue. And I reached out to them via Facebook because I heard that people get better responses from them that way and quicker responses. And they did end up helping me with this problem and giving me a refund of $17.74. So I was really happy about that they agreed with me that these shoes were not designer.
So I wasn't gonna look, but I don't think I can help but look. This crazy neon check and blue, heavy, thick, stretchy knit sweatshirt. It's really cute. I'm gonna give it a good look over right now and we'll see if there's any holes or stains. I do see that this is like curling at the hem, but I imagine it was meant to be a raw hem. I think I am seeing some faint staining there in this section. I think you can see it a little bit. And another thing I have noticed are these tags. I'm surprised these weren't with the shoes. I mean, obviously I don't think it'd be easy to put this on the shoes, but I think that just means that Mark Fisher doesn't need to be authenticated because it's not like a huge designer that people are trying to make fakes of, i.e. not designer. But oh wow. This is a brand I've never found before. So again, I don't know anything about comps, but this is Alexander Wang. Very hard to read, black on black, and it is made in Italy. I'm actually hoping that this is a men's piece, and I think it might be. This is really heavy. I think this made up most of the weight of the box. I don't see a size there, but I'll check the inner tag. It's just rayon nylon, and then there's like metallic fibers in it, which isn't showing up, I feel like, a lot on camera, but some of these squares, yeah, here are metallic. But I actually really like this piece. I think it's fun. It's very streetwear, and I feel like it could be worn for the holidays. But I don't know. I think that's it. Even with those stains, if those are the issue, I think I can still sell it. I'm hoping the real issue was there was no size.
So I definitely need a little bit of help with this piece as well. I surprisingly couldn't find anything about this piece online, even when I Google image searched it. That usually gives me really good results. But I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find any other Alexander Wang pieces that were this bold either. I think I was excited when I got this piece and I saw the brand because I was kind of getting it confused with Alexander McQueen. It doesn't seem like Alexander Wang does that well, but I have gotten a lot of interest in it, and it actually did have a size. I just missed it. It's a size medium, and I do believe it's a men's medium. I still really like this piece, but definitely let me know if you have any other information about this piece, if it looks familiar, or if you have any more information about this brand.
All right, guys. Maybe I jinxed this real bad, but here's a Coach piece. Okay, I don't want to complain. It is cute, but guys, it's just a necklace. I'll sell it. I definitely will. I do like to sell jewelry. It is pretty cute. It has like a little seed dangling down there, and then that, and it's a bow. The original price, it says on the back, was $125. I don't know. It'll be a really nice Christmas gift, and I actually really like this box. I don't hate Coach. Like, I collect Disney Coach pieces slowly but surely. I think they're cute. I would have been ecstatic if this was like a Disney Coach purse. That's worth money. This is not worth money. It's just disappointing to get in a designer box. I already talked about it. I don't feel like I have to say too much more about it.
So, ironically, this piece actually had one of the higher comps of the items in this box. I definitely don't hate Coach. I do really like it. I just don't think it's really on the level of designer as like other brands are, I guess. Falls more in that premium brand category, but kind of back to what I was saying at the beginning. If you're going to give us Coach, maybe just give us a Coach piece that's a little bit more substantial. I did find out that this piece had sterling silver in it, which was nice. And I don't think it's new in box, but it was in the box. So I took pictures of all the box because the box was a little bit worn. I have had some interest in it, but I don't think it'll end up selling for as high as I do have it listed for.
So that was 3 pieces. I have 2 pairs of shoes here on top. It's always nice to see this brand because it reminds me of my husband. Stella McCartney, really good brand. She makes, I believe, vegan leather pieces. I've gotten a purse from one of these designer boxes, actually my first designer box. It was a Stella McCartney white purse that sold really well. I can't imagine her shoes do like the best, but I think I could probably make a pretty good profit on these. I tried to actually get Stella McCartney shoes to wear for my wedding because my husband is a huge fan and has always been a really big fan of the Beatles and specifically Paul McCartney, and I thought that that would just be cute. It didn't end up happening, but the idea and the sentiment was there. But yeah, I think they probably didn't take these. They're not in terrible condition. They do have the shoe marks, but they are just a cute little gold metallic sandal. I think they didn't take these because you can't really see the size. Hopefully the other one's easier to see, but I do believe under where it says made in Spain, it says a size 39. And these are a flat sandal. But yeah, these are about in the same condition. I don't think I'll take the time to clean these up. They do have dirt on this bow. I'm gonna wipe that down and hope that's good enough. But yeah, this one definitely says 39, so about an 8.5, 9, which is my size. Not my style. I don't really like flats. I just need more support than that. But I'm actually really happy with those. I'm not mad.
For these sandals, I wasn't actually able to find a shoe name. Usually when I get Stella McCartney pieces, I can usually at least find them online being sold by someone else, or find a style name or something like that, but these I couldn't really find anything out about. But like I thought, the comps on the shoes are just not that high, especially a shoe like this, where it's just a simple sandal. I am hoping it'll sell in the summer, but as of right now, not many people have liked this. They haven't been getting very much attention in my closet, and they probably are just priced too high. And what will most likely end up happening is someone will eventually come along, send me a lower offer, and I'll probably just accept. But I haven't had them listed for that long, so I'm still going to hold out and hope that someone will, again, purchase these for vacation or for the summer sometime soon.
And then we got a pair of sunglasses. I've seen people getting sunglasses like back to back, back and forth, all over the place. I don't know. Every unboxing I've seen recently has had a pair of sunglasses. These are Prada, supposedly. Oh, that's cute. I like that. It says Prada here. This is, ooh, the eyeglass case. It does have a, gosh, everything's falling apart. The box has Prada imprinted on there. There is a little cleaning instructions, I imagine, or a certification of authenticity, which is always nice. Ooh, the magnetic opening. Oh, just one side, but it's magnetic. It says Prada there. Cleaning thing. Does not say Prada, but that's not a big deal. And these I would definitely say are probably like an older style of Prada. Sorry, there's something weird going on with the lens, but these are cute. They have like the tortoiseshell Prada emblem on both sides. Prada made in Italy, and then they have the code, which hopefully I can look up. These are definitely not without wear. Always, not always, but a good sign to authenticate sunglasses, especially if they don't have all that extra stuff with them, is designer sunglasses. There's usually a code, and this one does have one on the lens. Sometimes it'll have the name. Obviously, if they've replaced the lenses at any point, those probably won't be there. But I don't even know if you'll be able to see, especially with this glare. Ooh, you see that? Let's see if I can focus on it. There's something gross, like right there on the sunglasses at the bottom. And the lessons just in general are really gross. It's funny to me that they kept all this stuff. To me, that kind of seems like they got a new pair of Prada and just put it in this case and stuff and sold it. There's also just like a ton of wear. I imagine they wore these to the beach and the salt air or salt water really just deteriorated them. But I will do my best to clean these up, and we shall see how they turn out. I still think I'll get a good profit. I love all the accessories with it. Specifically, the glasses case and the box and everything.
So I haven't decided quite yet what to do about these sunglasses. This is just a stock photo, and they're not listed yet. I do still really like them, but the lenses are like scratching off. As you can see, they're a tinted color, but like they're just like chipping away. And as you might have seen, the salt wear to the frames, or whatever is happening to the frames, is, I don't know if it's fixable, and I don't know if I should just sell them how they are, or if you guys think that maybe I should bring them in to get repaired. I feel like I could still make a good amount of money if I bring them in to get the lenses replaced or get the frames fixed up, but I haven't had really any experience doing that. So if you guys have, please let me know. I feel like I could actually sell like the case and all the accessories for more than I could sell the sunglasses for at this point.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 2 last pieces. This brand rings the smallest of bells in my mind, but nothing really comes to mind. So these are shoes that do have the code, because I have heard from people that this probably means that they got authenticated. But that's a good sign that these shoes are probably worth something. They're Hogan's. Again, this rings a very small bell in my mind, but nothing crazy. They seem to be a combination of leather and some sort of vinyl for this part. They're really cute. They're a size 8.5. And yeah, there's sandal with the buckle. There is wear here to the buckle. and just dirt overall, and the bottom too. These I think would be an easy clean just to make them look a little bit better. There's nothing that I can really do about the metal chipping of the paint, but I can't imagine that's gonna be a terribly big deal. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see the toe impressions when I hold them up to the light. But they say, yeah, made in Italy. They're rubber bottoms. I don't know, maybe this brand is worth a lot, but this style of shoe might not be, but maybe they are. And I'm excited to look that up.
Okay guys, so this is another brand that I'm definitely gonna need everyone's help with. Originally when I looked it up, especially on Poshmark, the sold comps were not good at all, probably around the $30 range. But considering that they should be designer, I thought that, you know, maybe somebody would want to buy them for that price. Again, maybe these are just not the season to sell. I don't really have a lot of interest on these shoes whatsoever, but I still couldn't really even find anything out about this brand. So if you know, please comment, let me know. Let me know if you sold this brand before, and let me know whether or not it's designer, because I couldn't really find anything out about it.
All right, now the last piece. This is also super heavy. This has a purple cord on it. Not sure what that means. It is a purse. There is wear. It's definitely leather, I can smell it. But a Prada purse. A little bit of bending. It's very soft leather for sure. Has this little ID part. There's the Prada emblem. The bag itself, I don't think shows too much wear. I have black leather polish, so I'm not worried about maybe light discolorations here and there that I can definitely touch up with that. Nothing terrible at all from like first glance. The big signs of wear I see are here. That's coming up a little bit. And just like loose strings and stuff around the handles, which are obviously the biggest sign of wear. You can tell this person definitely held it here or by the handle, and less by this crossbody strap. But it's nice that it does have the strap. Strap does say Prada. Usually if something was like crazy expensive or really faked, I would definitely go ahead and get it authenticated depending on how much I was expecting to get for it. But personally, I have gotten a lot of designer items and I feel pretty confident in being able to tell their authenticity. If I wasn't, I would definitely get it authenticated. So that's just my little suggestion to you guys. Prada made in Italy. Even if I was super also positive that this is real, and I'm pretty sure I am, I'd still go online and do all my research I can and hopefully find this bag and compare it to other ones that are listed. Just gonna turn this inside out. This has that Prada lining that looks like the one that was in the eyeglass case, funny enough. And yeah, for these bags, I think there's always like a white tag in the inner pocket. These bags, designer bags, maybe I'm wrong, but I check in there and there was one. My MCM bag had that as well. And this is really, really, really clean. I'm actually shocked that they put this in here. Maybe it just didn't sell on their website, or maybe I am missing something, which is totally legit. I'm sorry this bag's been off camera this whole time. I'm just trying to like make sure everything's fine. It has like side pockets, like that remind me of like drink pockets. But yeah, there's definitely bending of these guys. So I'm gonna have to try and flatten those down. Same with the ones in the back. But a really quality bag, I'd say usually when you get a bag like this, you'd probably be missing the strap, and that's why they'd be in here. But the strap's here, the zipper works, the inside's crazy clean. It could be missing something else. Hopefully when I look it up, I'll be able to figure that out.
After looking up this bag, I actually found out that it was a style specifically from 2006, so older but not terrible. It was lambskin leather, and I think probably a more popular style, especially because of the size of the bag and the classic look to the bag, especially with the gold hardware. I was expecting to get more in the $500 to $600 range. That's kind of where comps seem to be at. But I had it listed at $800, and it actually just sold very recently. And the last couple of weeks, I had very, very slow sales weeks. So when someone offered me $400, I did take it into consideration and decided to accept. I definitely didn't want it to be like one of the items I have that's expensive, that when someone does send me an offer and I don't accept, I end up sitting on it for years. So I did sell it for $400 and I'm very happy about that.
But this is a really, really good box. I'm very, very excited about this box. Again, it's hard, obviously, with mystery boxes, and you have no real say in what's designer or what's not, but I definitely want to get your guys' opinions. What do you guys think about the Mark Fisher and the Coach piece? They're nothing that I'm going to try and contact them about and make a fuss about, especially the last time that I reached out to them. To me, it's just like not worth my time. And the only reason that I really brought up the Coach piece and the other non-designer piece in my last box was because I was already reaching out to them because I was missing an item. So I'm not gonna make a fuss about it, but I do wanna hear from you guys. And if you get these boxes, how often do you guys get Coach items? I think I've only gotten Coach items specifically from the Phoenix, Arizona warehouse. So maybe they just get a lot of Coach stuff. I am happier with this Coach piece, this like new in box, I imagine, necklace because of the holiday season. This to me is worth more than a dirty used Coach wallet. That wasn't even leather. But I digress. I'm very excited. But yeah, hopefully by the time this video gets posted, I will have all these items listed. By the time you watch this video, it's probably been a month. For reference, today is November 12th. Yeah, it might be December by the time you watch this video, but then hopefully I'll definitely have all this stuff listed. And I am actually happy that it does seem like these pieces aren't gonna need me to like stain treat and deep clean them, which is always a really nice feeling. I hate spending so much money and then having to do all that stuff is just extra frustrating. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know what you guys thought. Are you impressed? Are you not? Do you not get these designer boxes anymore, or are you constantly on the hunt for them, as I know many people are? I think if I saw this box again, I'd probably grab it, but I'm not on the hunt for them currently. I think obviously I got a good box, but it's not always the case. And spending that much money and risking that much money constantly can be scary. I know I get a lot of ThredUP rescue boxes, but yeah. Let me know again what you guys thought. Like this video if you guys like this kind of content. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. And I hope you have a great time sourcing and selling, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!